What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I want to tie a little sand eel, or more like the spawn of a sand eel. It is this one right here. It sits on a size 12 dry fly hook, but of course sea trout don't know anything about hooks. And I figured this was the perfect hook for the job. So without any further ado, let's jump down to the vise right here next to me and tie out this little glass eel. So let's get this one going. Oh, this is a pretty small hook, but I'm sure you'll manage. Now all of the tying will be going on in the front part here, so you don't need to tie all the way back here. So first off, I want to take some of this clear flashaboo. Pretty cool stuff. And what I'll do is I'll just take off a few strands, let's say around 10 or something like that. You don't need a whole lot. Snip those off. So if you have a thin bunch like this, then double it over itself. So you have a loop like this, and then cut it in half again. So now you have a lot more, well, twice as much as before. Put a taper into it. I think that this is a bit too long. Just have a look. No, that's fine. Okay, so you kind of want to find the middle of this bunch here. Place it on your tying thread like this. You can hold it with your finger. Pull these down. And then what you can do is you can just place it directly on top of the hook like this. Get that nice and secure there. Just around that point right there. Make sure it's on the entire top half of the hook, not on the bottom. Then grab one piece of normal flash. I even think this is the color opal. Do the same thing. Get that on top there. Flip this over. Tie that down. And I just want to make sure that my tying thread or that the materials are tied down all the way up to the hook eye before I flip these over. It's looking good right there, so flip that around. Few turns in. Check it. And then just clean it up a bit. Like that. Get the thread up in front. Make a whip finish. One is enough. Nice and tight. And now these flash strands are of course way too long, so I'll just cut off these two. Now let's get on some ice. Put a drop on one side here. Just a small drop. Make sure it sits where you want it before you cure that UV resin. Same thing for the other side here. Get a small drop on there. Place the eye, have a look, and then just cure it. And now you just want to build a small head. And I also want to have a little bit of UV resin kind of in line with the bend of the hook here. And what that will do is it will stop the fly from tangling. So get a drop on there. Not a whole lot in this first step. Just make sure it's enough to penetrate the materials. Penetrate or go through, whatever you want to call it. So right around here. So now I can see if I bend the materials here, they are stiff to back around this point, but there are plenty of movement in the rest of the fly. So I like to do this to keep my flies from tangling up on themselves. So for the last part here, just one finishing layer. That should be enough. So just work this around a little bit until you're satisfied with the looks of it. I think this is looking good. So cure that. Get it out of the vise here. And this here is the finished baby sand eel. Okay, so that was it. As you can see, a pretty straightforward tie and well, a pretty easy one as well. I actually came up with this fly by coincidence as I was running around the warehouse by the fly company. I found this clear flashaboo, and I instantly had the idea for this little fly as I saw that. So I had to buy that and tie up a few flies straight away. I don't know if you feel like that, but most of my inspiration come when I see the materials hanging on the wall somewhere. Makes it a lot easier for me to visualize the fly and everything if I can see the materials in front of me. Well, that's one of the ways I find inspiration for my flies. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you aren't subscribing to my channel already, please make sure you do that. Hit the bell so you get notified whenever I upload videos, and check out some of the links below, and I will see you guys next week.